Good evening. We begin tonight with devastating news. A school shooting has shattered the peace in Madison, Wisconsin. Abundant Life Christian School, a place of learning and faith, is now the site of immense sorrow. We are receiving reports of multiple casualties. This is a developing story, and we are working to gather the most accurate information. Our hearts go out to the victims, their families, and the entire Madison community. The shooting occurred just before 11 a.m. local time on this Monday, December 17, 2024. Details remain scarce, but we understand that law enforcement responded rapidly to the scene. They are working to secure the area and assess the situation. We are awaiting further updates from authorities. The identity of the shooter and the motive behind this horrific act remain unknown at this time. Investigators will be working tirelessly to piece together the events leading up to the shooting and determine what could have possibly driven someone to commit such a heinous crime. We will continue to follow this story closely and bring you the latest information as it becomes available. Please stay with us. The initial shock is beginning to give way to heartbreaking details. We are learning more about the victims of this senseless tragedy. 2 individuals lost their lives today, a dedicated teacher and a promising young student. Their identities are being withheld until their families can be notified. 6 other individuals were injured in the shooting and are currently receiving medical attention. We pray for their swift and full recovery. The extent of their injuries varies, with 2 listed in critical condition. Medical personnel are working tirelessly to provide them with the best possible care. The shooter, identified as 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, also known as Samantha, was a student at the school. She died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the scene. Authorities are working to understand what might have driven her to this act of violence. The investigation into the Madison school shooting is well underway. The Madison Police Department, under the leadership of Chief Sean Barnes, is diligently pursuing every lead. Their priority is to determine what happened, why it happened, and if anything could have been done to prevent it. Authorities are meticulously examining the shooter's online activity. They are also looking into a possible manifesto that she may have left behind. These digital breadcrumbs could hold crucial clues to her state of mind and potential motivations. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, ATF, is tracing the origin of the handgun used in the shooting. Understanding how the shooter obtained the weapon is a critical aspect of the investigation. It will also help determine if there was any negligence involved in allowing her access to a firearm. The Madison community, much like the nation that grieves alongside it, is reeling from this tragedy. The pain is palpable as students, parents, educators, and community members try to comprehend the incomprehensible. A candlelight vigil has been scheduled for Tuesday, December 17, 2024, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time at the Wisconsin State Capitol. This gathering will offer a space for collective mourning, remembrance, and support. Local leaders, including Representative Mark Pocan, have expressed their condolences and pledged their support to the victims and their families. They have also renewed calls for gun reform, emphasizing the urgent need for legislative action to prevent such tragedies from happening again. The Madison school shooting is a stark reminder of the epidemic of gun violence plaguing the United States. Sadly, this incident is far from isolated. It marks at least the 83rd school shooting in the country this year alone. This grim tally surpasses the previous record of 82 school shootings in 2023. Of these 83 shootings in 2024, 56 occurred on K-12 campuses, while 27 took place on university or college campuses. Each incident leaves behind a trail of shattered lives and communities grappling with unimaginable loss. The deadliest school shooting of 2024 occurred in Winder, Georgia, claiming the lives of 4 innocent victims. This tragic reality underscores the urgent need for comprehensive solutions to address gun violence in America. The investigation into the Madison school shooting is ongoing, and we are committed to bringing you the latest developments as they unfold. Our thoughts are with the victims, their families, and all those affected by this tragedy during this incredibly difficult time. We will continue to provide updates on this story as more information becomes available. Please join us again for our continuing coverage.